Kid's got one leg. How about you wait until it's verified? Jasper looked up to you. Clark, come with me. Okay? Yeah, I'm with you. No, stay with Clark.
You really want to go? Just this way. That's what's coming.
You didn't have to trust the grounders. You just have to trust me.
You're not alone. You go and play stay on.
Look at me.
But this is our world now. I think we can do better than the first time.
Maybe meet again. I never meant to hurt you.
I know. We'll always be family.
Always. If you haven't seen him, Clark, losing you to others. War changed it.
Deliver me the one you call Finn. Our truce begins. With his death.
I'm putting everyone in this camp in danger.
You would have killed us. You did what you had to do.
I don't want to shoot you! Go! Get out of here!
You did. You're great.
Thanks, Princess.
You would have told me what
All right, let's bring out Thomas. Come on, mister. Right. Stage right here. All right, where are Thomas's VIPs all sitting? Right here? Okay, so we'll sit right here in front of them if that's okay.
Yeah, let's sit here. Let's mix it up a little, as we can.
Welcome, how's it going? Thomas, let me get you a microphone. Actually, it's over here. I'm doing really well today. Those are my notes, yeah.
I mean, listen.
Yeah.
Hi.
Because this is your second ConAgeddon, right?
Third, I think.
Third?
I think so.
Yeah, sorry.
Third ConAgeddon.
Yeah,
You keep coming back, obviously you enjoy it.
I like it here.
Now, you filmed the pilot 12 years ago, so do you remember, do you have any specific memories from filming that pilot?
I remember the whole thing, like, exactly how it happened.
Okay. Sarcastic, maybe?
No, I really do remember.
Really?
Yeah. Ask me anything.
What's your fondest memory from the first season of The 100?
Probably filming the scene that when we go in the water for the first time. Yeah.
Let me ask you a controversial question. How do you feel about Finn's death?
How do I feel?
Would you change it? Would you want him to be on the, obviously it would be great to have him on the show longer, but what do you think, if Finn had lived, his trajectory would have been with seeing how, did you watch the rest of the show?
Does anybody in the show, well, people end up dying in all kinds of ways?
They sure do.
I like the way that Finn went.
You did. Do you agree with it? Like why they did it?
Stabbed and burned.
Well, I mean, you know, Clark did a kindness, because it would have been death by 1,000 cuts.
Right. Which is worse than by that's one single cut.
Right, that's, yeah. That, it looked very cold, that's the night, it's filmed at night, your death scene, you're surrounded by like, hundreds of extras, and Lindsay's screaming in the distance.
Yeah, she did a really good job.
She did a really good job screaming. A lot of the ladies on the show are very good at that.
Yeah.
If you had continued on as Finn, who do you think that Finn would have been close to? Like Bellamy, it seems, perhaps?
Character-wise.
Character-wise.
Yeah, hard to say. Yeah.
Did you watch the rest of the show?
No.
Okay.
I've heard a lot about it. I mean,
Yeah,
it's confusing.
it is, especially if you haven't watched.
Well, yeah. It seems like it must be confusing even if you watch the thing.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you, I was gonna say, what are you, okay, now that you, the 100, after the 100, are there shows, is sci-fi a genre you enjoy watching? Like, what are your favorite shows that you're watching now?
Sci-fi is a cool genre, and people seem to really like it in a sort of unique way. Like, science fiction fans are not like other fans.
It's true. Where we are.
But I think that has to do with like imagination and escapism, which is cool. And it's cool to be able to do something like where you can think about time travel and think about space and
Would
cool
you,
genre.
if you had the choice between you as Thomas, living up on space or living in a bunker underground for 3 years?
Just for 3 years?
Just for 3 years, underground in a bunker or up in space in a spaceship?
If I could choose, why is space, I suppose.
Yeah,
Yeah, right? That's kind of an obvious answer, right?
it would be, but so in one of the seasons that
Some
doesn't
people are
happen.
scared of,
6 years, I don't remember. 6 years they were stuck underground on the show, and then some in space.
right.
Yeah,
Only ate algae.
they only ate algae up in space.
Whereas downstairs,
They ate each other.
So upstairs.
I mean, be vegan, it sounds great. Yeah. So besides TV,
Yeah.
okay, but are you binging anything right now?
No.
Okay.
Are you?
I mean, there's like 75 shows I watch, but yeah.
Okay, what do we got?
I mean, Severance, White Lotus, all the stuff that's on right now. You guys all watch that? I mean, there's a bajillion of them, but Silo, which reminds me of the 100, Silo at Apple TV Plus is absolutely incredible. And it's like the 100 and Lost in one show. So, highly recommend. Obviously up my alley, but this isn't about me.
Silo.
Silo, yes. Okay, so a lot of you may or may not know Thomas is an incredible artist. And so you should definitely follow him on Instagram. And also you can, he has gallery showings in different cities, so you can check out his website and then you can say like what kind of gallery, where have you been showing, and then where's your work gonna be soon?
Yeah, that stuff is true.
Help me out, buddy.
Oh, you want like more information?
Well, like, so you had a showing in New York,
Yeah.
and then, you know, were they just canvas? Do you have mixed mediums?
Paintings.
Paintings, okay. And then where's your work going to be shown soon?
California, probably soon.
Terrific.
Hard to say what'll happen.
Okay. Got it.
We think.
All right.
And what else is going on here?
Well, what we're going to do is
Yeah.
line up people. There's a
You
microphone
have
there.
you have a plan about this. Huh?
Well, the plan is like now we're going to let the fans ask you questions. So
Okay.
there's a microphone right there. Anyone wants to get up there and ask about TV or art, whatever you like.
I see. Okay.
Morning.
Hey.
I'll start us off with a silly one. So in ConAgeddon 3 and 4, you came as Bearded Thomas.
Wow.
Clean shaven this year.
Oh.
Any reason why?
No.
I figured no, but I also figured it would be a fun answer.
No, there is no particular reason why. It's just, I sort of just came how I was. I didn't make a big plan. Yeah.
Cool.
I also noticed that you have not.
Yes, I hate facial hair.
Oh, okay.
But I also hate shaving.
Great.
So I'm stuck between two things that I don't like and enjoy doing. But I shaved for ConAgeddon so I could look pretty.
Good job. You do look pretty. Thank you.
Beard, any further beard questions?
Hi. Clark or Raven?
Clark?
Okay. Clark? Okay.
The best panel yet.
Let me do one for you.
Okay.
Clark or Raven?
Raven.
Good one.
Question format.
Absolutely.
Hi. Is there anything that you wish Finn had not done?
Murder.
Yeah, so the stories that he goes crazy because he's trying to find out where she is.
Clark is, right.
So, and then because he goes nuts, he like kills everybody.
He kills a bunch of grounders.
Right.
Oops.
But, and they're innocent people,
Yes.
right? So, but sort of necessary for the story, right? I don't know, maybe not. I mean, it's like you gotta make him seem like kind of bad in some way, right? And like a pretty handy way of doing that.
He definitely broke bad down there. I think he lost his marbles. Yeah.
Right.
Good question.
Hi.
Hi.
You mentioned earlier talking about sci-fi that one thing maybe you like about that is the escapism element, or something you noticed about it is the escapism. What would your personal favorite form of escapism be when you need it? Like, is it watching a show like The 100, or is there
Well,
something else that comes?
TV and movies are really good because pictures and sound together are so immersive. Like you can have escapist type experiences with all different kinds of stuff, I think. But movies and TV are really good. You know, like people often watch them in a dark place where your attention is like in this thing, and you're like going into these places. And then if, in particular, there are places that are like not realist type contemporary things, then you are transported into some other zone.
Yeah, totally.
So, what's the zone that I like? I think future is cool. Our
You
thing
should
100
check
is
out the
future.
last couple seasons of The 100 if you like.
Thanks for that recommendation. I came here because I'm interested in that TV show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I was wondering if you like had a TV show or like a movie that like if you got offered a role you would want like be in.
You mean
Besides
a
the-
particular type of role to play?
Maybe like a specific show or movie, like if you had one that
An
like
existing property.
Oh, like,
Yeah.
oh wow, I wish I could work on, what would that be, I wonder? I don't know, that's a good question, I'll think about that, I'll get back to you on that. Like, oh wow, I really like, yeah. I'll think about it.
Noodle on that.
Hello.
Hello.
Do you act in any other show or movie?
We were just talking about this back there, so
Yeah.
yes and no.
You have, but right now you're not. And do you consider yourself, like, are you still open to acting or are you going to focus on art?
Yeah, but I should really think about like what I would like to be in.
You have time?
What kind of project I'd like to work on.
Yeah, absolutely. Good question. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. So I like doing art too, and I just got into bookbinding. Is there any like art or like thing that you want to get into?
No, I kind of want to go like the opposite direction and shrink it.
I should do that.
Because sometimes you find yourself with like so many things that you're interested in, so you know like, oh, what's going on here? So, yeah,
Hi, so last con you had the disposable camera and we're taking pictures of people and everything. So I was just curious if you ever did anything with that or if you just still have the camera and just full of all the pictures.
I printed out the photos and I keep them under my bed. And before I go to sleep, then I take them out.
As someone you took a picture of, that's a little disturbing. I'm a little unsettled, but
It's
we're
nice to see
honored, I
you.
don't know.
Thank you. It's con, and 3 panels in, I'm like, wow. Next question.
People say creep.
It's super creepy. Do you have a real answer, or
Real answer?
do you really?
Oh, about the
photos?
Yeah, yeah.
Just
photos,
checking.
They were like, you could only get like underwater cameras. So the photos didn't really like come out. Because there wasn't enough light in the room, so like an underwater camera doesn't have a flash. So the pictures were just really, really dark.
Okay.
So I only kept 1 or 2 of them.
Okay. Under your bed.
Yeah, special ones.
They mentioned this morning that you are a new father, so I wanted to congratulate you.
Thank you.
How has that changed your perspective on life, on your work, on your day-to-day?
Oh, hard to say in short, but changed. Yeah, hard to like really articulate that, but amazing feeling. It's kind of the thing that like, you know, you hear people say, oh, things are like different before. But yeah, really difficult to say like specifically. I'm up like late at night a lot. That's a specific
Has it
way.
inspired your art in a different way, having a child?
Not really. Not that. But,
Next question.
Hi. I'm just wondering, when are you planning to come to New York?
to New York?
Yeah. I mean, to New York, I want to go see you there.
In New York?
Yes. In New York.
What do you want to do?
Well, it's up to you though. Now it's up to you. You open that. No, the gallery and yeah.
Like your work, are you going to show in New York?
Oh, in New York, yeah, maybe sometime. I don't have a specific plan about that, but I go to New York sometimes. Yeah,
From the Bronx.
Hi.
Hello.
So there's sort of like a blooper that made its way into the show.
Oh, what? Sorry?
Kind of like a blooper that made its way into the actual show. And I wanted to know if you remember it or if it was ever talked about afterwards. It's kind of like...
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Sure.
Do you know what this is?
The blooper, no.
Does anybody know what this is?
She can tell us.
Yeah.
Right, I know, but I'm just curious if you're the only one who knows.
I'm going to find
I
out.
noticed a few things that people have.
I believe that.
So it's when you're going to get the stuff for Jasper, so before you go swimming for the first time.
Yeah, First
So you're
episode.
leaning up against a tree,
yeah.
and it's before you take the wristbands off.
Right.
But your wristband is just dangling off your wrist. Leaning against the tree. So do you remember that happening?
Oh, that was like a mistake.
Yeah. And it's in the show still.
Right.
You can watch it happen.
Because they were like, ah, fuck it, nobody will notice. We'll just leave it in there.
It's still there.
I don't know why that would be in there, but I can tell you that those things were problematic. Like problematic in terms of props.
Yeah.
Like they were constantly malfunctioning. It's a bracelet that falls off. They were constantly falling off.
Right.
Like as you described, so I'm not surprised by that at all. I haven't thought about that probably since back then.
12 years.
But
Well, when you guys do your rewatch, look out for it.
I really remember, yeah, look out for that
Dangling thing.
special moment.
Yes.
You have to yank it off and just...
Yeah, just sort of
Discarded.
come right off. I mean, it's funny when you put it that way. You're supposed to think, there's fucking things on here.
Yeah, because you guys were all like trying to yank it off, and then you're there against the tree.
Yeah, that's
Thank
funny.
you.
Thank you.
All right, we have time for about one more question, or two, so we'll get two.
Hi. So at your first ConAgeddon, in your panel that you did with Eliza, one of you, and I can't remember who, talked about you and she maybe doing a podcast where the two of you rewatch, or in your case, watch the 100, and then kind of talk about on the podcast. And I'm just wondering if there's any chance of that, because I would watch
Do you
the
think
hell
it
out
would
of
be something that people would want to hear?
Yes.
But like the whole, like,
The whole thing.
No,
you
someone,
watching the whole show and then you want to know what I think about the whole.
on certain episodes, yeah. You wouldn't have to be on every single episode, but someone would host a rewatch, and then they would be like, Thomas, can you be on this episode for an hour to talk about your scene? You know? Or the finale, we'd love to know your thoughts on the finale.
So this was kind of like do you remember this conversation?
Yeah.
No, it was, you and Eliza talked about it together on the panel.
Yeah.
I can't remember how it came up though, but you and she doing that podcast together would be amazing, so I was
Good idea. I listen
So
to
talk to her about it.
podcasts sometimes.
It'd be
Okay.
a great way to have a job and stay at home with your kids.
A job.
I'm not sure how much financial, like, windfall that would bring, but it's a good idea.
You
Okay,
don't
last question.
see dollar signs on that?
I do podcasting, and it's not really a lucrative, certainly for some people, it's lucrative, but I don't know, it just depends on how popular it is. If you get sponsors, sure. Then go ahead. Please turn your volume off your phones, thank you.
How long before filming it did you know about Finn's death scene?
Before filming it?
Yeah.
I can't really remember specifically. It's the kind of thing like if I thought about it, I could tell you, but it wasn't like the day before, and it wasn't a year before. It was somewhere in between. It was like, we filmed the pilot, and then we made the whole first season, and at the end of the first season, we made a plan about what was going to happen in the next season. So it was, it was at the very end of the first season when we thought about what's going to happen. So that would be probably 6 months.
So do you know if they only decided on Finn's death like after the first season?
It was during the first season. So, like, I think I wanted to leave the show, and Jason Rothenberg, the producer of the show, independently was like, we should kill that guy. And then when we talked about it, we agreed. And then came up with, but there was a few different ideas about how to do it. Anyway, thanks. Thank you.
And that's our time to give, thanks, Thomas.